What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wes Grant, and you're watching Sub Urban Nerd. This is the channel where I give my nerd reviews on today's nerd news. Also give reviews on movies, and today's movie I'm giving a review on, as you can tell from the title, is Dragon Ball Super Broly. Now, I ain't got a Broly figure. Actually, you know what? I do have a Broly figure. You know why? Because I am a Dragon Ball fan. But except I'm not like these other Dragon Ball fans that are like super massive Dragon Ball fans. I'm a Dragon Ball fan like the OGs. Like I'm more like a casual, you know. Like I've been getting collections of stuff like figurines and stuff like that. But these things right here, if you guys haven't seen it in my other videos, these things are about like 15 or something years old. I got them when I was working at a Target, and guess what? These things that I bought for like maybe 20 bucks are worth like 300 a pop now. Now this is an old school Broly, if you guys remember. This is an old school Broly. This ain't the Broly that's in this movie. The Broly in this movie would whip the shit out of this dude without even like breaking this, without even going any Super Saiyan. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna tell you guys, I liked this movie, but I wasn't. It blew me away, and at the same time, it drew me back because this thing was really inconsistent, which tends to be what Dragon Ball Super usually is. You have some amazing visuals, you have some amazing art and animation, and you get some what the moments like out of nowhere. So if you guys didn't know, this is a story of basically this is all con. This is legit, and this is actual history. Like the other one that you see in the movies with that Broly, that doesn't exist. The movie Broly does not exist in this reality. This is now legit. This is lore. This Broly is in Dragon Ball. This is Dragon Ball's world as far as Z into GT don't count. Z into Super. Now this is a story of, it shows in the beginning of Kakarot's father taking him, whatever, you know, sending him off the planet Earth. Meanwhile, you got Broly. Apparently, it's his dad Paragus. King Vegeta ain't feeling it because his power level, Broly's power level, is a little bit higher than Vegeta's power level, and he's feeling threatened, so he sends him off to another planet. Paragus goes after him in a pod with another guy, and I thought they're gonna be friends, but oh hell no, that shit ain't turn like that. So Paragus trains and teaches Broly how to fight on another world. Now, a lot of people were wondering, how the hell is Broly able to fight Goku with this level? Now, Goku got to, you know, he got Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, and then he got the Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, which is the blue version, and then with the Kaioken. How is he even matching up? And the reason being is they're saying Zoro, like, he can tap into the monkey, into the beast. Even without a tail, he can tap into that untamed power that when you transform into the monkey, he can actually muster it up and then use it fully. That's why he doesn't even have to really go Super Saiyan. Like, that's why his eyes turn yellow, because it's the beast form without him turning into the beast. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, as far as Broly's story, I love it. I love it. Why? Because the old school reason why he hated Kakarot made no sense. He hated Goku. Why? Because he was crying in a crib as a baby? How the hell do you even remember him as a baby? And then Kakarot's not crying when he's older. So how you knowing his name? Like, who told you Kakarot's name? You know what I'm saying? So all the whole storyline in the movies, sure, it looked cool, him whipping Goku's, Piccolo's, Vegeta bitching out, you know, Trunks, whipping all the ass, sure, it's cool. But the story, it did suck. This one makes sense, it's good. They even made it make sense why he was wearing a Frieza wear, why he was fighting along a Frieza. Frieza's a very conniving person. This guy, he definitely knows how to swindle some people. Like he played that card really well, saying that, you know, the Saiyans, the planet, a meteor destroyed their planet, so therefore all the Saiyans are off-world. They're still loyal to him because they don't know any better, and then he tells the same thing to Broly and Paragus when they come back. And Broly and Paragus just want revenge on Vegeta. Why? Because his father basically sent them away. He sent them away and was you know, he was ruthless. And you know, if you thought Vegeta was a dick, you know where he learned it from. He learned it from his dad. You know what I'm saying? So when they go there, Broly, he just from all these stories that Paragus told him, he just has this rage and this anger towards Vegeta. So then right off the bat, he goes right after Vegeta. Goku, he's a bystander. He does not give two F's about Goku. Goku's just he's collateral damage. So in the movie, when they're fighting, it ain't Goku. He ain't going there to fight after Goku. He's going there after Vegeta, and Vegeta's taking him on. But then he's going through these forms, and Vegeta starts off at base. But then once he realized that this dude had some real skills, he starts upping it up. But Broly just keeps going at, and I'll tell you what, they did give a moment where Vegeta was whipping the shit out of Broly. Vegeta legit. Both of these two are better fighters than Broly. They're better. It's just Broly has so much his talent at adapting. It's like they do this thing in Dragon Ball Super a lot where out of nowhere they have these not saying antagonists, but these other people that are fighting Goku. All of a sudden, like they're able to adapt so fucking quick. Like look at Hit. Hit. Remember, he was getting Zenkai boosts like during the match, learning. Oh, I can only hold my time for like 5 seconds. Oh, because I'm fighting you, I bumped it up to 15. Because I'm fighting you, I bumped it up to 25. Like during the match. So I'm like, Jesus. And the same thing with like Jiren. My Jiren is just OP. He had no limit. Whatever. But you know what I'm saying? So same thing goes to Broly. Broly, he's coming in. He's basically just learning as he fights him and unleashing all this massive power within. And it was just awesome. And his story, like I said, being sent away, and the reason why, like everyone was wondering about that green thing that he had, fur thing he had wrapped around his waist. It made sense. It was an heir from a friend, like this beast friend that he had, that his dad shot off his heir because he wanted Broly to focus on training. No friend, no nothing, just focus on rage, anger, and training. And that's why he's kind of like a broken person. So then the I forget the girl's name. The olive onion or something, whatever her name was. It's always some sort of vegetable in Dragon Ball Z. But she basically breaks the collar that's supposed to suppress him, because that's the only way that Paragus kept Broly in check. Whenever he got too wild, he would press a button, shock him, and then bring him down. So she kind of took that away from him, broke it, and then she realized later, like, oh shit, like that's what that was for. We need to, to stop it. And this movie had a lot of comedy moments. The reason why Bulma wanted to get the Dragon Balls so she could be 5 years younger, and then Whis was like, why not 10? She was like, you idiot, 10 years, they'll see the difference. It'll be like real, like no one would be able to believe, oh, she's 10 years younger. But at 5 years, she's at that level where she stays looking good, but at the same time she doesn't get older. So it's like, it's weird. And then the reason why the reason why Frieza wants Dragon Balls is so you can get 5 centimeters taller. Not 5 inches, 5 centimeters, because 5 inches would be too noticeable. Same thing with Bulma, too noticeable. I'm like, it's wacky ass. Like really, 5 inches. Like you can't say that you've grown. You like they don't know what your species is. You can train and grow. Like you had bigger forms already. So that's what was so weird. And they even pointed that out. So it's like, the wackiness within this movie. And then Broly was a likable person. He was legit innocent. He was trained. That's the life he got. And the reason why he had the anger, the rage, was because of his father. And then, one of the funniest moments, like I swear, when Broly when Broly was getting his ass whipped, Frieza remembered the whole thing of how Goku went Super Saiyan for the first time, and he remembered that he had to kill Krillin. So then he straight up turns around, shoots Paragus, and goes, Broly, your father died due to a stray blast from your fight. And then Broly, it just goes crazy, and it was, oh my god, it was hilarious. There was so many funny moments in this movie where the crowd was just dying laughing, especially the moment on how you've seen in the trailers how Broly is fighting Frieza, Golden Frieza. Well, how that happens is hilarious. Now I'm trying to decide on whether I spoil it, but if you're watching this, you probably, I'm not gonna spoil this in case. I'm just telling you kind of things that are just roundabout as far as the story. But yeah, the way it happens, you gotta see it. You're gonna be dying. Like everyone was dying. It was hilarious. But then when that moment happened, when Goku and as you can see, like there's fusion. Gogeta appears in this movie. Now Goku and Vegeta, they're training with Piccolo. That's where the art goes crazy bad. Like, oh my god. I'm gonna try and see if I can get a screenshot. But Jesus Christ, I was like, I literally was like, what just happened? What happened to the art? Not, it was going inconsistent, but it was like straight legit, like Devilman Cry, like it was on some legit bad, like it was bad. There's been bad animations in Dragon Ball Super, yes. Whoa, this was on another level. Like Goku looked disformed in these things, and I just was like, yo, what's going on? But other than that, you know, the movie, the fighting was great. The story made sense, even though they kind of retconned the whole Goku being sent as a baby. He's more or less like a toddler when he gets sent away, and I'm like, that's not too bad. You know what I'm saying? That's not too crazy of a change. And then Bardock does get blasted away. He does try and blast the ball that Frieza sends, but you know, he gets taken out. So we all kind of know that. But he even his wife was like, you're not. It's not like a Saiyan man to care so much about their son, because he was sending him away. And he was like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe all the killing, all the winning has just changed me, you know? So I don't know if they're gonna retcon that, like how they Zeno Bardock or whatever, where he gets pulled to the past or the future and then gets his mask or whatever. I don't care about that. But Bardock went out like a boss. Goku fights Goku Vegeta, Fusion Gogeta, whips Broly's ass. But if you guys don't know, there's this thing called Dragon Ball AF, and Dragon Ball AF is something like fans continued it, in which, you know, the Z Fighters continued training. They got the Super Saiyan 4, and then Broly came back. But Broly at this point was no match for these guys, because they're at Super Saiyan 4. Broly, you know, he's a legendary Super Saiyan, but he's nothing compared to them. And then I believe he gets trained by Pikkon, and then and he gets humbled because Pikkon whips his ass, and he decides to train along, and then he becomes an ally of the Z Fighters eventually down the road, because, you know what, like that's what it is. And I think that's where they're kind of going with this movie as far as Broly. I think they're planning on bringing Broly into the mix going forward into Dragon Ball Super or whatever they're gonna call the next series. But I'm definitely looking forward to it, because Broly, he's that badass. And then of course, you know, they're gonna try and have Goku and Vegeta learn this technique as far as bringing out Zaru. I believe the beast form, because they said Goku said at the end of Dragon Ball Super he couldn't unleash the whatever this thing. I guess it has to be on the brink of death. He doesn't even know if he can do it anymore. But we'll see how that happens. Definitely looking forward to whatever they try and do next for this. And like I said, I'm a Dragon Ball fan, but I'm just giving it to you real, because you know what, like I'm not these super, oh my god, oh shit, like, you know, like I'm serious. I'm a legit fan. That I've been watching it since I was a little kid. I watched it on TV. I had the VHS tapes of the movies where that freaking damn line would pop up once in a while, and it was so hard to read the goddamn subtitles on the bottom, because the line would just be the tracking. I think you had to fix that shit. Like, I went through it all. I got some figures. Like I said, I've had these things for over 15, maybe 20 years, whatever now, and I got these things. But and also, like, if you don't see this, the Tournament of Power, all these characters, there's Goku in the middle, there's Frieza, there's Super 17, there's Gohan, bitch ass, Kefla, Topo, and Super Saiyan Evolution Blue Vegeta, and if you guys don't see, it's that's Jiren right up there. But hopefully you guys like my review. If I had to give this movie a grade, I would definitely give it like a B+. B+, why? Because I like the story. The story is a lot better than the old Broly story. The animation, the fighting was great, but oh my, the inconsistency what drops it down as far as to a B+. It would have got an A if it just wasn't so like inconsistent with the animation. But other than that, loved it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. Check me out if you want to see any other things. I've done some AMVs of this, so check out my Dragon Ball Super AMVs, and remember to put those notifications on, like the video, subscribe, check out my the AMVs. Or my last, I guess, movie review. Check out my AMV list of Dragon Ball Super. Remember, I'm Wes Grant. You've been watching Sub Urban Nerd, and you've just been notified. Catch you guys on the next review.